everyone, and welcome to the Preschool All-Stars podcast. I'm Bethany Johnson, and my guest today is Lynn Crawford. How are you doing today, Lynn?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. Thanks so much for talking to me. I like your setup going on here. I can't wait to hear what you have going on. Can you give us a little background about what was happening before you decided to start a preschool?
Sure. Well, I used to be a school bus driver, so I'm used to working with children.
Okay.
I absolutely love it, to tell you the truth. So I drove a school bus for over 20 years. So it's a long time. And then when I decided I wanted to kind of get away from driving the bus, I just kind of I thought about starting a daycare. I have family members who have daycares. They were successful, but then I worked with one of my cousins in her daycare.
Okay.
Oh man, it was.
Everyone should work in a home daycare before they decide to open their own.
Yes, yeah. They should. And so after that, the way watching her curriculum and how they did things, I felt like they just kind of watched the children, and they wasn't teaching them anything.
Right.
And with me, education is huge. Like, I've always been a fan of learning. I feel like every day you need to learn something. I don't care what it is. Maybe that's just me too. But with my daughters, I have two daughters. Education is big for me, and I made sure it was, big for them. So when I was scrolling on Facebook late one night, I saw Joy's ad, and I'm like, wow, I have all these daycare classes that could really help me. Give me a leg up. I know how to work with children. I've worked with them, even the little kindergartners, because they used to put them on the bus, so I would sit them right behind me, and it was just, I don't know, it was just, I think I was meant to do this. I mean, I feel every day I come here, my heart is just so full, and I be so excited, and when I see the little faces and they be excited, it just makes me even more excited. Like, so Joy just don't realize how much she changed my life. And I know it's so many other women, because I watched this. It's so many other women. That woman is awesome. She is. I guess all I could say.
Absolutely. Yeah. Okay. So you found Joy on Facebook, as most of us do. And right away you were like, that's what I need to do.
Yeah, because I was starting to think again about doing the daycare. So I took my last two classes, and I was going to go ahead and give it a try, but not in home.
Okay.
No, in a building.
Okay.
So once I decided to do that, and I was really thinking about it, and I was trying to pull my two daughters in from their careers, to help me with this, because I was definitely going to need help with that. I'm such a night out, and I just was scrolling, and then there was Joy. And then I started reading everything. When I got her book, I couldn't put it down. It was just a wealth of information. And what I really love about that is, you run across a lot of different things. People don't want to share how they got to where they are, or, how to do certain things. They're going to give you tidbits, and you kind of got to go out on your own and figure out the rest.
Right.
But not Joy. Oh my God. Her program is amazing. You get everything that you need. I just followed all of the steps. And then before I knew it, I didn't want to do it at home, because I'm a very loud person. Like, I'm super hyper, especially when it comes to kids. So I couldn't do it at home. I would disturb everybody. So I had to find me a space. And once I did, I hit the ground running, because Joy gave me all the tools that I needed, which was amazing.
Wow. Okay. So tell us about your space. Did you do like the 7-day challenge and then the 30-day challenge and all that? You went through all the challenges.
I did. Okay. I did all of those challenges. At first, it wasn't working out so good, honestly. Okay. But I blame myself too, because I have two businesses. So I blamed myself. I wasn't putting my all into it. And then once I rented a space, I'm like, you know what? I really need to get on the ball, because then I had two spaces.
Oh, yeah.
So then I decided to combine them. So I make jewelry, and then I have the preschool. So I combine them.
Nice.
Which actually works out, because when the parents come in and they see my jewelry, those are sales. Oh. And then the little ones, I'd be more excited about them, so I can actually like block the other stuff out. Like, I do that at night, but little people are amazing. They are amazing. So once I get with them, like, I can't even really hear what those be talking about. I'll be so busy interacting with them, and they'd be so excited about me until when they grandparents and parents come and they're talking to me, the little ones are all in my face. They don't want me to interact with the parents. They want my attention on them. Mm-hmm. That's amazing. I've never experienced anything like that because driving a school bus, I'm just sitting there and I'm driving. I can hear them, but I'm not interacting with them like I wanted to. Joy gave me the opportunity to do something that just like really, really fulfills my heart. And every day I'm excited about it.
Oh, I love it so much. That's just an awesome thing to hear. So how did you find your space and what is your space?
Okay, well, I found my space because, like I said, I had one business already. I made jewelry, so I had an office. And once I started with Joy's program and I was ready, I got a second office. So then I had them on the same floor, so I'm kind of going back and forth, trying to get them. And I'm like, this is not going to work, especially like when school come, and it wasn't going to work. So I talked to them like, look, I need a bigger space. And so we worked it out where I got a bigger space. I'm going to twist this a little bit. I have my jewelry with me, but I'm going to show you my classroom a little bit if you can see, like behind me, because I do tutoring too.
Okay. So this is in like an office building?
Yes.
Nice. Perfect. Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah. Cool.
I have my little play area over there for the students. I have my area for my jewelry. So during the summer months, I take my jewelry outside because where I'm located, a lot of people don't want to come this far for jewelry, which is fine because I'm in Wisconsin. So it's nice. I can just take my table, take my jewelry and set up. It's been working out amazing. But now I'm ready to get back to the little ones. Our classes start September 5th, so I still got a couple weeks, but I can't wait.
Yay. Okay, so when did you start the preschool? When did you open?
Last year was my first year, so I have 1 year down already. I think we started August 30th was our first day, and I started in person. Okay. So I actually do in person and online.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I have some parents who need it in person. Mm-hmm. I also offer drop-in care. So I have some parents that they need to run errands, they make appointments, look this day, I need this time, and they can bring their children here and let them play. And I also try to teach them while they're here too, other than just let them play. So that's a cool thing.
What are your hours? What are your class times?
So my class times online are from 11:30 to 12, and then 1 to 1:30. But my in-person class hours are from 9 a.m. to 11:30, and what is that? 1:30 to 3:30. 1 to 3:30. I'm sorry, I'm confused. 1 to 3:30. So I do 2 classes in person.
Okay, every day. 4 days a week, 5 days a week.
4 days. I do 4 days, Monday through Thursday.
Okay, and do they all come 4 days, or do you have some that are 2 days, or?
They all come 4 days. Everybody, I don't offer the 2 days, 3 days. I do offer them that, but everybody comes 4 days. They wish.
So you have 2, and are you licensed?
For my
For the local, do you have to be licensed in Wisconsin? I don't know their rules. No. Okay. And how many kids are you allowed to have without a license?
6.
Okay. So you have 6 kids, and you have 2 classes, and they're each 4 days a week. And how much do you charge?
I charge for my $297. It's $297. Yep.
Okay. Awesome. Well, and how many students do you have?
Right now I have 6. I only have 6 in person, but I have 4 online. Nice. And so I have some more work to do before my 2 weeks come. It's like, it's kind of getting down to the wire, but I've been trying to wrap up that other business. Like I said, I need a clone. That's what I need. I need a clone myself. Yeah.
I hear you. My new online launches on Monday, and I have been hustle. Nice. I'm like, all this time, it's finally here. And I'm like,
yes.
But I need another me.
Oh man, I know that. When I first started, I only wanted to do online. Initially, that's all I wanted to do. But then some of the people that I knew and some parents, we need you in person. Can you do it in person? I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, you know what? I got this. It gets to be too much. I'm like, I have 2 daughters, so somebody's going to have. But it's been perfect. I had no problems. I actually, when the school year ended, we did our little graduation in here. It was so sweet. And I'm like, I just wanted to get bigger and bigger. And I watched joy stuff. And I'm like, I can't wait till I get to that level. It's going to be amazing. I'm just so excited. As you can see, like I'm rambling because I'm still so excited. Just being in here makes me excited.
That's amazing. That's what you want out of your job, right?
Yes.
You go there every day.
Yes.
You've already reached a pinnacle that most people don't make.
Yes.
You're excited to go to work. So in between your 2 local classes, then you teach your 2 online classes?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I do. I have videos, but I also I try to do at least one. I let parents know, like if they need me, like I can jump on, but it have to be in between us. So that's why I have that big space between my in-person classes, because if I need to jump on, then I can. Or parents let me know, hey, I need, my child need, or I even offer them, hey, you want to come in, or I can, I don't even charge them extra for the tutoring. So if you're already signed up for my preschool, you get the tutoring for free.
Okay, so tell me a little bit about the online. You do pre-recorded and then some lives if they need it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that works. That actually works out.
Yeah, that's kind of nice that you don't have to always be there for
right there.
They're not there. Yeah, that is nice. Okay, and
I definitely would need that clone.
Yeah. How has it been? How have you marketed and found these families for local and online?
Facebook mostly, because I done joined a lot of groups on Facebook. I've done like I said, during the summer months, I do like pop-ups with my other things. So I make flyers, I make gift bags, and I pass out the gift bags to parents. And that's how I got some of the students that I have from doing my other business. I brought stuff along for this business. Right. And I got parents that way. A lot of stuff that I done this summer was with the Milwaukee County. So they do a lot of things for mothers and small children. So that's been a big help for me in getting my business out there.
Yeah, that's awesome. You mean when they do things, you mean like events that you go to
Yes.
and you set up? Okay.
Yes.
Oh, that's awesome. Events for mothers and kids. That's exactly where you want to be.
Yes. Even women who they had something just recently. It was for pregnant women and women who just had babies. So they brought them in. They had them do an exercise class. They made them up. And some of the jewelry that I had, I gave away because they paid me to give some away, but some I did sell. And I had all these gift bags, and I had all these parents, and they was like, I have 2, I have now. Like, I got a limited space. Like, but we have online. Like, you can go online.
Yeah.
But yeah, they were like, oh, I have 1, I have 2, and can you do this? And so my hours, I come here in the morning from 8 to 7.
Okay.
Yeah. So that way I can tutor the students that I have, which they kind of fluctuate sometimes because, God, I wish I could tell you why. I'm thinking it might be I don't know, but yeah. So that's why I try to give parents some flexibility.
Yeah.
It's like, you don't have to come all the way out here. We can jump online and I can help your student because, you know what, you hear that a lot here in Wisconsin. No child left behind. I believe in that. Like I really believe in that. And if I can help, I'm going to help.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. How much are your online classes?
My online classes, I don't have the thing put up. I think it's $67, $97, and $197. I think that's what they are for the 4 days.
Okay. Wow. So you got a lot going on.
Yes, ma'am. I love it that way.
Yeah. That's how I am too. I'm just nonstop all the time.
Yes.
So what has been the biggest thing that you've learned along the way during this last, I guess, almost year and a half that you've been doing this?
Well, when I first started, I was excited about it, but I didn't know if I can do it. And so I had a lot of self-doubt, and I'm like a lot of people I know, they might have smaller children or grandchildren, where my daughters are grown and I have no grandchildren. Mm-hmm. So I didn't have a lot of I'm like, but I just got to be me. And I realized my fiance was like, I think kids know, like every child that come in contact with you, like no matter where we go, like little people are waving. I'm always talking to little people. I love them. And so it just worked. Once I got over the nerves, and even today, like I was so nervous leading up to this for like the whole month. Oh my God, I'm gonna do a podcast. I'm so nervous. I don't know about. And I'm like, okay, don't ramble, but That's just my
ramble. You can ramble. I ramble all day, every day. I mean, I'm sure if you've heard the podcast, you've heard me ramble. I ramble. It's what I do.
I can't help it. Even when I run into people, they be like, I like your energy. And I'm like, you know what? They just like that. I'm very talkative. I think that's what I talk to everybody. I'm waiting in line. I'm talking to everybody.
That's great. I love it. I love talking to new people. I love meeting new people. That's why I love doing the podcast. Because like, where else am I going to just get to talk to people that I've never met
awesome thing
and get personal with them and hear their story? You know, like it happens, and I just love doing it. I'll go to the park and talk to random people. My husband's like, you just talk to that person for like 20 minutes. And I'm like, I know. What an interesting story they have.
That's me. Oh my God, that's me. Like I meet friends everywhere is what I call them. Like I meet friends everywhere. Like I can't help it. Yeah. And you never know who you're gonna meet. If you don't speak to people, like you never know. Like, and there's so many people who be too afraid to do that. Like they don't even want to look you in the eye. Like I'm the type of person, how you doing? How your day going? And this is what I do because I wear my shirts everywhere.
Yeah.
So I have all different colors. I wear them everywhere. Like this is what I do. Oh, you got a smile? Oh yeah, I would love. Hi friend, what's your name? And I'm talking to everywhere I go.
Yeah.
And before Joy, I think what was it? Some video or something that I watched. Before I watched that, I wouldn't do that. Like with the little ones, I would talk to the grown-ups, but not the little ones. But once I watched, I can't even remember what video. This was a year ago. It made me more comfortable with just interacting with the little ones because most of the time they'll come up to you and they'll start talking and the parents don't even realize. And then you having a whole conversation with this little person and then here come mom and dad, you know. Yeah. And then you kind of drum in like, oh, you're a preschool teacher. Yeah, I teach preschool, you know, over here in Mequon. And it just like kind of goes from there. But I think I need to do more things like to get my business out there versus just Facebook. And but now I'm wrapping up with my other business, you know, for a while because I kind of put that on the shelf and don't do those pop-ups and stuff during the winter months. So
I recently started attending some vendor events. The first one was really great, and the second one, like no one showed up, literally no one. And then I'm doing another one that's supposed to be like this really big thing, and I was, but I think that's good. I got a whole email list from the first vendor event I went to. And then I emailed them and kind of sent out this generic thing and didn't hear anything back. And then recently this week, because I've been like hustling real hard because I'm like, I got to get some signups for my online class because I'm down to the wire now, you know. I didn't really have signups. Now I have something like 30 people on a free trial. And like I started emailing, like I emailed that whole list again, and I was like, offer you a free 2-week free trial. This is our soft launch. You know, I would love some feedback, and then if you'd like to continue, you could let me know. But I think that's the route I'm going now. I'm like, I would love to get your feedback on this. You know, you're helping me out instead of I'm helping you out with a free trial. You know, and that's
That's a good idea.
It's switch their thinking because they're it's like, oh,
that's a really good idea.
And they're, you know, so I'm hoping all these people want to join after the free trial, but I definitely have this fear of like, what happens if no one wants to join after the free trial? I think that when you were talking about what you've learned and how you were afraid that, you know, you couldn't do this, I think that's what sets people apart from being like entrepreneurs and then people who just have a dream or a good idea, because like everyone has a dream to like work for themselves or do their thing or do the thing they love, you know, like everyone has that. No one wants to be working at a job for someone else they don't like, you know.
Yeah, that's true.
The people that are successful are the people who are afraid but are like, I'm going to try it anyway because what am I going to lose? And most people are not. Most people, it's scary to like put yourself in that position of like, it's going to feel really bad if people don't want to sign up for my program, you know, but like, at least I'm trying. And I saw that the first time with my local, like I said that, I'm like, what if no one signs up? It's going to be awful, you know? And that was not the case. It's been great. So I'm like, you got to push past that fear and that self-doubt. And that's what sets people apart from, you know, successful business people and then people who spend their lives wanting to do something and not because they're too afraid.
If they pay attention to Joy, she tell you to take that leap. You got to take that leap. What call it was that, giving it that old college try. Like if it's something, I got to give it that old college try. I mean, if I fail, I go back to the drawing board. Yeah. Like, what did I do? Let me try this. And that's the type of person I am with everything, even with fixing stuff around my house. If I try something, I'm gonna go try this. I'm gonna try that.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I guess that's probably why I'm, definitely the type to be an entrepreneur, because I'm not afraid to keep trying. I'm afraid of failure. I won't say that, but I'm not afraid to keep trying. Like if that didn't work, then I'm gonna try something else.
Yeah, totally. And that you've learned something either way. You're always going to learn something from the failure and the successes. So,
and that's my favorite thing. Always learning something. Mm-hmm. That's my favorite thing.
So, where do you see this school, either online or local, in 5 years? What do you dream it becoming?
Well, hopefully in 5 years, I would love to keep it both, but I would really rather have in person. I think I would want to do in person and do a building. I want to get another maybe 1 or 2 school years under my belt before I be ready for that. I have people getting emails from women wanting to work for me, and I'm thinking to myself, like, man, can I be somebody's boss? Like, I've never been a boss, like, can I?
Oh, I hear that.
What to do? Yeah.
That's been my biggest struggle in this whole thing. I say it all the time, is being a boss has been the hardest part, because there's just so much you gotta know and take into account, and thinking about yourself. It's kind of like I became a boss and a parent within the same month, and both of those experiences have just completely blown my brain away with how I view myself and how I want to the person I want to be, when it was just me, when it was just my business, when it was just me and my husband, I didn't have someone, I don't know. But then I became a parent, and I'm like, whoa, I gotta be the best.
Right. Yes.
Because and then when I became a boss, I'm like, I want to be the best boss I can be. And that involves I got a lot of work I got to do with myself so I can become that, So both of those experiences of parenting and being an employer have just been, it's been difficult, because it's so much self-work to do, I'm constantly being oh wait, no, I'm not doing this right. I need to learn this, so I got that. It's even more work because I'm trying to learn even more things, so it's just this constant, never ending self-growth, but it's hard. It's a lot.
Yeah, I was just going to say, man, congratulations on it. And then you did them both in 1 month. Oh my God, congratulations.
I had the baby, so I had to hire someone. So it had to be in there.
Okay, yeah. But that is so
it kind of had to come together. But yeah, it was, it's definitely becoming a boss, but you can do it. You absolutely can. It's just, there's a lot to learn. There's a lot to learn, and there's a lot to, you want to be a good boss, and you want to give them everything that you would want as an employee, but there's the limitations, because you can only do so much, especially when you have a small business. So it's kind of that there's a fine line between being able to be, the boss you want to be and the boss you can offer things, I don't know. I'm rambling, but
No, I mean, I find it so interesting, because I'm like, that's what I worry about. I want to be a good boss. I need to make sure if I have someone who's depending on me, that I'm giving them all the tools that they need so that we can be successful,
Exactly.
And not for us, but for the little ones too. I need to have all the tools, so I need to know more. And so, and then as if I didn't have enough on my plate, worrying about that, I decided to do adult Spanish classes.
Oh.
And so, because I had so many people oh, you teach children Spanish, and I'm like, when I look at my content, I'm like, this is for children. This is really for grown-ups. So I'm like, maybe I saw a little something there, that entrepreneur spirit. Maybe it's So then I started creating content, and I have a wait list for that.
Wow. Well, tell me about that. How do you do that? Is that local or online?
Online. I'm doing it online because I have people, from all over. Like I said, I advertise on Facebook. And so I have people from all over, and one day I did the ABCs in Spanish, and I put them on my regular Facebook page. And then I had people oh, you teach Spanish? I'm like, for children, for children, like, oh yeah, I want to learn Spanish. I always wanted to learn Spanish. I had Spanish in high school and I didn't finish. And I'm like, man, I'm starting having people ask me this. And then, oh, you teach children? Because I'm always throwing that out there. Like, yeah, your child can learn Spanish, and so I want to learn. I'm like, so I thought about it for about a month and a half. And I'm like, I'm going to give it a try.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, so in a couple weeks, I'm going to launch that, and I'm hoping that works out with the people that I have on. I'm not charging a lot for it, like $67 for 6 weeks. I mean, just see how it goes.
Yeah,
so I'm like, that's very affordable.
Well, that's awesome. And are those all live, or do you have pre-recorded for that too?
Pre-recorded, and I'm going to let everybody know that they can reach out to me if they need more help in person. It's going to all be pre-recorded so they can log in when they want to, because since everybody is everywhere, and it'll just. They can do it when they get a chance, but they'll also have access to me if they need more one-on-one. If I can't go live like this, over the phone or whatever to help them pronunciate stuff. But I'm so excited about that too.
Really cool. Yeah. One of the things I was thinking about doing with my online, because I'm trying to build like a library of classes. So right now I have a dance class and a music class and then Joyce Spanish class. And then I have my classes, and I'm just trying to, as we grow, I'm going to do a cooking class with me and my baby, because all the kids love baby Silas. So I'm just trying to like add as many classes as I can so they have a big library of classes to go on. And one of the things that I want to do is offer like parenting resources and parenting classes.
That would be great.
Yeah, because I mean, I don't know. I feel like if these parents are willing to put forth the effort and work to get their child this program, instead of just throw them on YouTube, then they're probably the kind of parents who want to be the best parents they can be too. You know what I mean? And like are willing to learn new things. And I'm always like looking to learn new parenting things. And, new books. I started a parenting book club with my local parents, and we've been having a great time reading some parenting books.
Yeah, that's an awesome idea.
Well, yeah, that would be really cool to have like a parent, like a section for parenting classes.
Yes.
So that's really cool that you're offering the adult Spanish classes on your platform.
Yes, you just gave me an idea to do some other things too. Like, because here in Wisconsin, and when I went through all of the childcare classes, they gave us, lists of all this stuff for parents who need other resources. Mm-hmm. So I have this list that I can offer my parents for resources if they need resources on different things like clothes, food, school supplies, like whatever it is. And I'm like, I didn't think to offer that because this isn't a daycare. So right. That's just been like over to them. Now listening to you talk, I'm like, that might be a good thing to,
absolutely. Even if you just throw it, you're using the hub, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So just throwing together like a product for that and just adding it just with some resources, that would be a great idea.
Yeah, I think I will do that. And I don't know why I didn't click, before, because like I said, that was with the daycare stuff. Right, and so they gave us all this information and showed us how to, access it and what to offer parents. Like if parents are in trouble, all kind of resources. So yeah, that's a good idea. You gave me a really good idea.
Oh, well, glad I could help.
Yes, ma'am. I appreciate it.
So what would you say to any woman who is where you were a year or two ago and not sure if they can do this, but they want to, but they maybe just need that push? What would you say to them?
I would tell them the best advice that I can give them is to give it a try. I know it's scary, but give it a try. It's so rewarding. Once you try something, you don't have to be scared of it anymore. Like, you know what? I did that. Like, I was scared, but I went head on and did it anyway. And I look at me, like I wouldn't be here by then, because you can be stuck because some people are so scared to take that leap. And with joy, worth it. I mean, you cannot go wrong. She is so worth it. You can't ask for anything more, like for somebody to do your whole everything for you. You have all of the information right there. She's not giving you just bits and pieces. Amazing, amazing, amazing. And it is so many hundreds of women who feel the same way.
Absolutely.
And I would tell them to take that leap. Take that leap. It might not work out. Everybody is different. It might not work out right away this way. Mm-hmm. She has other tools, it might work out this way for you because it worked out this way for this person. Doesn't mean it'll work that way for you. Yeah. But to give it a try. you won't regret it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, Lynn, thank you so much for meeting with me. I'm so excited for everything you've got going on here. And
Thank
I can't
you.
wait to follow back up next year and do a part 2 and see what you got going on.
Amazing. I'll be ready.
If you'd like to have a success story just like that one, I invite you to join our Preschool All-Stars. It's my exclusive membership community where you'll get mentorship from me with weekly Q&A lives, support and guidance and friendship from hundreds of women on the exact same journey as you, starting, running, and growing their preschools, and my exclusive access to Preschool University, every training and done-for-you file that you'll need for every milestone on your journey to help you start, run, and grow your preschool. We've all been there, and we've got the exact same steps that you need to go through, but we do it all very quickly so that you don't have to waste time or money doing the wrong things at the wrong time. We'd love for you to join our Preschool All-Stars membership. Just go to preschoolallstars.com or click the link in the description to immediately jump into Preschool All-Stars. Again, go to preschoolallstars.com and we'll see you there.